Bum 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Is there time enough to get a coffee? Could do with a coffee. Yeah, why not? I'm just gonna get the kettle on. I'll be back in just a moment. Right, hang on just a second. Oh, am I hosting? Oh no, wait. What? I'm still hosting SWAT Night? Did I not go live? I didn't go live. Hang on. Then why's the chat moving? Is Twitch just having a moment? Am I live? Can you hear me? It says I'm not live, but the chat is moving really quickly, so that doesn't add up. Hang on just a second. Okay, let me just put the music there on RimWorld. Cool, I am live. So good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome. Sorry, apologies. I was just faffing around in the kitchen getting some coffee, or rather, I'm just filling up the French press with some coffee, and I'm just boiling the kettle. Sorry, can I just pour it into the French press? Hang on. Alrighty then, so welcome folks, welcome for those just joining the stream. I hope you're well, hope you're having a lovely start to your week wherever you are in the world and whatever it is you find yourself doing. So yeah, I'm going to be playing a bit of RimWorld this evening. So for those who are not familiar with what that is, it's effectively a story Well, it's like a adventure game, really. It's a sort of top-down colony management adventure game where you play as a group of survivors who have crash-landed on a RimWorld, so a world on the galactic rim, and you've got to try and help them survive as best you can, whilst random events happen to you, and like food shortages or attacks by rivals, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm just going to start that up in a few moments and play through the colony that we've been playing for a few weeks now. Caloma's Creek is its name, and yeah, hang on, sorry, can you bear with me a minute? Oh, sorry, I'm not very well prepared. Hang on. Sorry. Right, and thank you Old Chief and Night Bob and Akis Twitch, Mr. Viking, Drunken Asian Panda, Soup3, Chewbacca, Alphabet, and Schniznine. Schniznine? Thank you all of you. That's very, very kind. Thank you. So insofar as updates are concerned, YouTube, what's going on? I finished the last bullshittery, which was Armor Anti-Stasi Part 3, and that was finished on Thursday evening, technically. So it was finished on Thursday evening, and then I put out the version to my crowdfunders, so my patrons and my Twitch subs. Is the dog dead? Are you dead, honey? Let me just check on it. So I put out the version to the backers, and it seemed to go well. They pointed out a few errors, so I quickly re-rendered up a fresh render and put that up on the weekend, and I think that's gone quite well. People seem to like it, so that's great. So with that out of the way, the next bullshittery, as I mentioned to the patrons and the Twitch sub, sorry Lou, the next bullshittery is going to be my choice. So that was the top of the poll that I put in front of the crowdfunders, and they wanted Armor. The next one, however, I'm not sure about yet, I'm afraid. I was going through the footage today, and I've narrowed down about 4 different options. I'm not entirely sure which one I'm going to go for yet. I'm just sort of moving footage from hard drive to hard drive, sort of going, what am I going to do? So I'll have a think about it, and I will, decide either tonight or tomorrow, effectively. Thank you, Shite and Hoden, and Sax Drum and Lemon and Doomed. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Divinity next, J-Bar. Well, I could do, but the thing is, I fear that Divinity is going to be massive. We'll see. I've already got like another big series that I need to try and complete. The DayZ stuff, and Divinity itself would be a big series. Anyway, sorry, just gonna make a quick coffee. Thank you, Hero and Blubber. Thank you, all of you. So yes, today I've just been doing some data management stuff, nothing particularly heavy. Tomorrow I'm going to be a cheeky bastard. I'm going to sneak out fishing in the morning, but I'll be around in the afternoon. So alas, there won't be a stream tomorrow morning, or at least I don't think there'll be, unless unless there's a big change of plan. But I'll tell you what I did do. Hang on a minute. So this afternoon, whilst I was waiting for hard drives to do things, I did a quick sneaky drive out to a tackle shop. And I picked up some new toys, and I'm going to show you. Hang on a second. So I've got a couple of new toys for the fishing, the carp fishing that I do. The first one is this. This is not a butt plug, just an FYI. This is it's a maggot feeder. So the basic idea is that this is a capsule with holes in it, which maggots can go through. So live maggots, and the idea is that this will go on your fishing line. No, it's not for you. It's not a treat. I'm not offering you a treat. This goes on your fishing line, and the idea is that you fill it full of maggots, and they start sort of going out of the holes, and the fish are like, ooh, maggots, and they sort of close in on it, and therefore they're much more likely to pick up your bait because obviously there's sort of moving things near the bait effectively. Hi there, Digby. Hope your flight went well, sir. ZF Digby is in the chat, folks. And the other thing that I've got 2 different rods, you see. I've got 2 different rods that will be in the water. So one of them will have the maggot feeder, and the other one are these. So this is not a bag of drugs, again, just an FYI, although I did prepare it using that thing that you called a weed grinder. This is a PVA bag. It's basically a bag of pellets, so fish bait pellets and ground bait and bread. And the idea is that by mixing them together and putting them in this bag, which is tied with PVA thread, the whole thing dissolves in water. It's a sort of satin sucrose mix or something. I'm not entirely sure what it's made of, but it dissolves very, very quickly in the water. So the idea is, just like the maggot feeder, you tie this to your fishing line, and then pretty much the moment it hits the water, it will start breaking apart and sort of scatter it all into the water to make this nice smelly cloud of bread and pellets that the fish can go and head over and start sort of feeding on. So you're sort of ground baiting that area where your hook is, so the fish head in that direction, effectively. It's too loose, it needs to be tight, otherwise it will float. Indeed, but that's the thing, old man. You tie it, so it's going to go in tied alongside a 3-ounce weight. So don't worry, the 3-ounce weight is going to pull it straight to the bottom very, very quickly. It just does that. So I cast out using a 3-ounce weight, and it will just sink straight to the bottom. Yes, effectively, a mystic. It's like chumming, as in shark chumming, where you put in food, like blood, effectively, into the water, and the fish head in that direction. The fish will detect a cloud of food and hopefully head there. Right, so I'm just going to sip some coffee. Hot. Fucking hot. Holy shit. Sorry. Put that to one side. Thank you, Token Thai. Token Thai? Thank you, Token Thai. So yeah, so I went out picking up some fishing bits, and I did actually get some maggots as well. So I've got the live bait, and creepily, and it's kept in the fridge in like a sealed container with holes in the top. But I've got a sort of pint of live maggots, which I will show on the stream, but I'm sure people are eating and they don't necessarily want to look at live maggots. But yeah, so the plan is hopefully going to go fishing tomorrow morning at a river and see how it goes. Anyway, so RimWorld. Let me just switch over. Bear with me a second. Hang on just a moment. Cool, there we go. RimWorld. Volume back up. Okay. Thank you, Jerith and Warrior and Grimes. Thank you kindly. So, this is RimWorld. Welcome indeed. So, for those who are watching the previous playthroughs, you'll know you'll notice that there have been a few changes to the base. Don't panic. It's not a huge deviation. It's just that on last week when I was really tired, I was playing late at night for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes here and there. So I made a few modifications to the base. So you'll notice here that whereas before the bedrooms were all here and we had not much going on here, we just had mostly bedrooms and a bit of a cluttered rec room here, I've sort of made a horseshoe corridor going all the way around. I shimmied the southern defences over to a small bunker that I built at the same time. And I sealed off this area, which used to just be some crops that were growing openly, and have made a small hydroponics bay. And I was trying to do the same here, but that's as far as I got, really. In addition, I shimmied one tile across to get some metal from the one tile across, because we completely run out of metal here. And that's where we are. So it's last time you saw the stream, it was spring. It's now autumn. So we've gone through summer. We've gathered up a lot of food. So we've got a well-stocked freezer here for the incoming winter. So yeah, that's effectively all the people are the same. Nothing really amazing has happened on that front. But wait, where's Dudaday? Oh, I sent Dudaday one tile across, didn't I? He's on his way back. So yeah, we just put up a small mining camp over here. And he's just going back and forth with the camels, getting some metal. Right. So there was an attack? When was the attack? Oh, right. Oh, God, this was all... Yeah, sorry, this was like last Wednesday. Okay. So, yes, I just fought off a raid, didn't I? A bandit raid. Okay. Was anyone injured in that bandit raid? So Dragon has taken a hit. Singy's taken... a few hits there. She'll die in 16 hours without medical attention. Thank you, Ruzdis and Rebel Elite and Hectic and Shrewd. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Right, okay then. So the colony is just recovering after an attack by a group of bandits. Were there any survivors? Ooh, assault rifles. Holy shit. They had assault rifles? Apparently they did. Oh, and a sniper rifle. Jesus, we're lucky. Oh, there's also somebody who was wounded. 2. Oh, she'll die in 5 hours. Is she worth saving? I'm just allowing access to all of this equipment. Okay, thank you, Cods. Thank you very much, Cods. So this is NG. She's a 38-year-old misandrist optimist. Fairly good at shooting. Maybe. Thank you, Seawolf and Lotharius. Thank you very much. Thank you. And who's this? This is Dan. Oh, God. A masochistic pyromaniac with no skills. No. Well, we can try and save him and just release him to get some goodwill back if we can. How bad are the injuries? Hang on. 4 hours. Oh, he's got a joy wire in his brain, though. Interesting. So he's got a chip in his brain that will improve his mood greatly. So even though he's lying in extreme pain on the floor, he says it feels amazing. Thank you, Linoceros. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And Organic. Thank you, Organic. Right. Should we try and save him? Remove the joy... I don't think we can remove it. I don't think you can remove joy wires. Unless something's changed. Okay, Singy, even though you're going to bleed to death in 16 hours... Oh, wait, we have no prisoner room. Oh, okay, that's going to be problematic. That room for now, I guess, which is where the animals sleep, but... Alright. Make this the medical for prisoners room. Are both named Dan? No, one's NG. Okay, so Singy, the cannibalistic doctor, captured Dan. Thank you, Stewie G. Thank you very much, Stewie. And who else is available? Satsok. Can you go and retrieve NG? We'll try and save them both. Okay. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you very much, Anne-Marie. Okay, so quick introductions then for those who have not seen the colony before and are not familiar with what's going on. So we are a group of people that originally crash landed further north of here. So up here, there's a place called Neverglade. That was where the crash landing occurred. So when the accident happened and the giant ship that's in orbit exploded, that's where our escape pods first landed. Jonah, Hawk, and Sodium. Only Jonah and Hawk remain, I'm afraid. Sodium has since died of malaria. So, Mad Boom Rat, where is that? Is that at the mining camp? That's at the mining camp. No, it's not. It's here. Shit. That thing's going to explode and cause a fire. Can somebody slap the turrets on? So it's a random event. Bear with me. I'm sorry to wake you up, TNT, but could you just go hit that switch, get the turret operational? Okay. Right, so yes, Jonah is a 54-year-old evangelist preacher and the husband of Nervous Hawk. So he was one of the first that crash landed. And, yeah, he's... Sorry, bear with, I've just got minor events. Dudaday's run out of food, but he's not far away. Sorry, using bedroll. Why is he using a bedroll? Weakened... Oh, of course, because I told him to stop. Because there was an attack underway, I remember. Alright, Dudaday's on his way back. Thank you, Golden Jackal and Caboose. Thank you kindly. Whoop. So let me just deal with the boom rat. Quickly. Shoot it, please. There we go. Now put out that fire. Okay, Jonah's grabbing a body and cremating it. Thank you, the Unholy Banana. Thank you, sir. Right, Jonah, can you just extinguish the fire before it causes a problem? Okay, Singy. You've got one of the two prisoners. A boomalope has been self-tamed. Oh, really? Holy shit. Cool. Add it to the other boomalopes that we tamed before. Okay, there we go. Right, so... This bandit will die in 2 hours without medical attention. Can you please tend to Dan? Okay, so Singy, the, 19-year-old now, cannibalistic doctor, a tribal girl that attacked the colony early on. She's currently working as our primary doctor. She's pulling off pieces of clothing and whatever rags she can find to at least stop Dan's bleeding. Dan just being a bandit that attacked us. We don't know him. His injuries are actually not too bad. He got hit by a mortar apparently. Satsok over here is carrying in the next one. Okay, so Cyanide, can you just clean up the blood? Yeah, so the chances of infection are going to be quite high in that area. Okay, so Singy. She's off to feed a meal to him. Very good. Satsok is also a pretty good doctor, isn't he? Yes, a medical skill of 10, so you can patch up NG. Okay, we can save them both. That's good. Thank you, Shale. Thank you very much, Shale. Is that Singy's blood? Yes, she's bleeding very badly. You're going to have to just get to the infirmary, Singy. You're pouring your guts out all over the rec room floor. Oh, good. Dudaday's arrived home. with the camels and some metal. He's got some steel with him. He's probably very hungry. Okay. Okay, so Jonah's handling Dan. Where's Sai? He's making some high explosive shells. Good, good. Okay, where's Singy? She'll die in 13 hours. She's taking some assault rifle wounds there. Okay. Dragon also got shot. Okay. So once Satsok is finished with the prisoners, we'll go and make sure our own people are okay. Sai, can you just clean up the blood? Limit the chances of infections. We'll use our own decent meds for our own people. When will I do another CSGO drinking game, Jareth? Hopefully never. That hurt a lot. Holy shit. Good to hear it, Taser. It's good, isn't it? RimWorld is very, very good. Okay, so he's finished, so go and tend to Sink Good. He's doing it. Jonah, could you please feed the new prisoners? Okay, so as mentioned, so Jonah is the 54-year-old evangelist preacher. He's very, very good at, interpersonal skills of talking. So as a result, he handles most of the prisoners and also negotiations and trades. He's pretty much the face of the colony. He's had some ups and downs with his wife, Nervous Hawk, at one point attempting to murder her, so, oh dear. But yes, he's generally an okay colonist, although he can be a bit unstable sometimes. He's also a pretty piss-poor combatant, so he stays out of the fighting and generally handles the talking as best as he can. His wife, Nervous Hawk, is a 47-year-old food taster from a medieval, sort of like a feudal world. So this place has a mixture of different planets, some that are super high-tech glitter worlds and some that are like backwards, backwater shitholes with feudal societies, and Nervous Hawk was originally from one of those. She's very good at preparing food, so she's responsible for most of our cooking. She's also a very, very quick sleeper, so she wakes up early in the morning to make breakfast for people, which is great. And she also has a very, very powerful left hook. More than one social fight has been ended with a quick punch from Nervous Hawk over here. She's got one hell of a slugging arm. So yes, she is married to Jonah, and the two of them live in this bedroom over here, in a nice gold-decorated bed. We have Singy, so she is now 19. She was about 16 when she joined us. Thank you, Bon37S. Thank you very much, Bon. A whole year, that's extremely kind. Thank you, Bon, sincerely. Much appreciated. Oh, thank you for the compliments about the bullshittery. Thank you. And before that, Skuldo. Thank you, Skuldo. And Mazeface. Thank you, Mazeface. Yeah, you too, Mazeface. So yes, Singy is now 19. She was one of the original two tribals that attacked us when we first crash-landed back at Neverglade. Presumably the tribals, the people who were descended from former crash landings here on this RimWorld, assumed that the new sky people were some bad omen, and they attacked us. She was shot in the neck by Sodium and captured. It took a long time to convince her to join us, but eventually she did, and she's proved to be a very, very tough and hard-to-kill melee fighter. So she is a cannibalistic, tough, and abrasive young lady who speaks her mind. Doesn't start many a social fight, though, which is pretty good. And she is a bastard with a sword. So she has a gladius, and she slices down the enemy, well, the people that attack us, to the best of her ability. She's also wearing clothes that are made out of the skin of other tribals. Being a cannibal, she enjoys it. So, we have Chucky. Chucky is 38 years old. Thank you, Rom Raisin. Thank you, sir. He is an artist, a former architect. He handles quite a lot of the building, but also mostly the artwork. And he's generally quite upbeat. He's kind. He's optimistic. Everyone likes Chucky. Dude, today, why are you sleeping in the cotton room? Hang on. Deprioritize these from medical beds. Go and sleep in there. At least it's warm. Thank you, UK Crispy Bacon. Thank you. So yes, everyone likes Chucky, and he's generally a sort of jack-of-all-trades, master of, well, artwork, and he's also gay, but he hasn't made any flirtatious attempts with anyone here in the colony. Thank you, Heart Attack. Dude today is a 55-year-old geologist, a very, very cranky geologist. He used to be in a relationship with a lady called Emerald, but she was killed in an attack that we made against a bandit camp to the south. He got very, very upset about that, but thankfully he's over it now. He's gone through his mourning period for his love. Oh dear. One of the prisoners has an infection in his arm. Okay, we're going to have to try and give him better quarters than that if he wants to survive. Alright, or we can just remove the arm. Yeah, this is because they're kept with animals in the dirt, so there's a chance of infection versus a relatively clean infirmary. Sorry, who's still awake? Why are you still awake? It's like 1 in the morning. Go to bed. Right. So yes, due today, the 55-year-old cranky geologist who handles, unsurprisingly, a lot of the mining. Yeah, he loves rocks, effectively. Thank you, Wildem Wone. Thank you, Wildem. We have Cyanide. He's a 24-year-old former medieval lordling, presumably from a world that's similar to the one that Nervous Hawk came from. And in his adult life, he became a weaver. So he's effectively, well, he had no practical... Jonah and Hawk are fucking. Congratulations. He had no practical skills growing up, since he was, well, raised in luxury. And in his adult life, he handles most of the clothes making. Cyanide is a fairly competent crafter. He builds things for us, artillery shells, you know, clothes, whatever really, whatever needs building, weapons if necessary. And he's also very, very ugly, to the point that he struggles socially with other people just because he's so freaking ugly. Cyanide is somewhat ugly. This subtly repels others during social interactions. Thank you, Scott's Dragon. Thank you. So that's Cyanide, the 24-year-old weaver. We have Roy. He's a 52-year-old manservant who joined the colony chased by tribals a few weeks ago. He's pretty much set himself to the cleaning and janitorial roles around the colony. And, yeah, it's clearly been slacking because, holy shit, this place is filthy. Roy, sort your shit out. This place needs to be cleaned. So that's Roy, a 52-year-old manservant. We have TNT, aptly named a demo expert, back when she was, well, before the colony experiment. She's a pyromaniac explosives expert who's also extremely intelligent. So she handles the research, although we don't have a research bench right now. She was also part of a bandit... Sorry, we're getting cargo pods raining in. So, debris. Ooh, herbal medicine. Unfortunately, that's at the mining camp. It might remain frozen, but it will start spoiling because of the snow and the ice. And, ooh, lots of herbal medicine. We should certainly retrieve that when we get someone back to the mining camp. Okay. So yes, TNT, the 44-year-old explosives expert, who's also a night owl. She likes being awake at night. We have Podo Man, a very recent joiner. He's 54 years old. He's pretty frail and has Alzheimer's, so he often goes wandering around in confusion. He's also incapable of violence, so he just can't fight. He's fairly useful, building, mining, cooking, growing crops, whatever needs doing, but he does get very confused sometimes. Also, at one point, he thought that he was a wildman, and he ran off to basically strip off and join nature, becoming an animal, and tried to eat a live raccoon. It didn't work out for him. He nearly died. He passed out through blood loss, through numerous scratches that the raccoon inflicted upon him. And, yeah. We managed to tempt him back into the colony with some kibble. No, I'm not even joking. And, yeah, Podo Man does what he can when he's not having mental breakdowns due to his Alzheimer's. Next, we have Dragoner, a 49-year-old... Another infection, sorry. Oh, okay, this is one of us now, Singy. She has an infection where? In her leg. So one of the bullets dragged in some clothing there. So in the raid that she fought, she was hit in the right leg. Bacteria has been dragged into the wound and has caused a minor infection. She'll need to be treated. We should have the meds. We'll be okay. Thank you, Lightning McNugget. Thank you very much. Sorry, before you go, can you tend to her wounds? Hawk, before you go and prep breakfast? Yeah, you can't do cleaning. Roy, wakey, you need to clean the infirmary. It's filthy. Okay. So Satsock is just, yeah, giving Singy some antibiotics there. Okay. Did the raccoon get up his butt? You're asking the important questions, comrade. No. No, it did not. Okay. So, yeah, so Podo Man, the man with Alzheimer's. Dragoner is a 49-year-old space marine, effectively. A shadow marine. So he's also like a pathfinder. He's a pretty capable military guy who wasn't actually part of our colony when he arrived here. we rescued him. He was part of a different nearby colony, and he tried to leave. He tried to wander off to join his friends again, and we wouldn't let him go. Surprisingly, he was actually okay with this. He was not that pissed off that we abducted him and joined us fairly readily, but his comrades fucking hate us. They absolutely hate us, and they're going to try and attack and destroy us because we took Dragoner. Dragoner is a very capable fighter, so a very good shot. He's also got a burning passion for guns. He loves guns, loves to shoot guns. Although, surprisingly, he's also a wimp, so he freaks out and will be cowardly if he takes even the slightest injury. So, oh dear. Lastly, the most recent joiner, the 48-year-old Satsok, is a tribal healer who ran in from here, being chased by fellow tribals who were trying to kill him, with his brother among them. So his brother was a guy called Loser. So, I don't know what the story is there. But his brother, Loser, ran into the colony where he was shot dead by Roy, the manservant, with a shotgun. Satsok fucking hates Roy. Holy shit. Minus 80. I mean, they've had some deep talks in a chit-chat, which is sort of, even that. Minus fucking 60. It was minus 80 originally. So, Satsok buried his brother in the courtyard over here. But all the same, Roy is now has a permanent minus fucking 80 social penalty with Satsok there. Satsok is 48. He has a great memory. He's also an undergrounder, which means he can live in caves and stay indoors for long durations without feeling up, like he wants to go outside, without getting cabin fever. And he's also very good at mining, and is fairly good at medical, stuff, being a healer. So yeah, a sort of secondary doctor. Is he any good at fighting? No, not really. Okay, so Jonah, Hawk, Singy, Chucky, Dudaday, Cyanide, Roy, TNT, Podo Man, Dragoner, and Satsok. This is Caloma's Creek. The adventure continues. It's the third year. Oh no! Oh dear! A social fight has occurred in the corridor here, so it seems that Satsok, the aforementioned tribal healer, has started a fight with the Shadow Marine Dragoner. Why? Satsok slanders Dragoner's hands. You have tiny hands. This drove Dragoner into a rage, and they began a fight. Okay, so the two of them are now fighting. I think Dragoner has a significant advantage being a trained Ooh! Okay! Or not! Dragoner just got fucking sat down. Dragoner fainted due to... Dragoner just fainted due to being bitten in the torso. Really, Satsok? You bite a man in his torso. Satsok used his stout teeth to bite Dragoner, injuring his torso. Satsok gnawed Dragoner. Really? You bit him like 3 times. What's the matter with you? Okay. Medical emergency. What's the extreme blood loss. Right. He's got a bite wound. Podo Man, can you get him in bed? Yeah, both of you go rest. Hang on, switch that over to a... Put him in that bed there. Bloody Wallies. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Military training, a Shadow Marine, a Pathfinder versus someone who just bites. One bitey boy. Oh, come on. Their injuries are piss poor. Podo Man, are you any good at medicine? No. Who's moderately good at medicine? Chucky can do it. Chucky, can you go tend to the bite wound? Okay. How peculiar. Right, okay, so what's the priority then? What's the priority for Caloma's Creek? Food is okay. Temperature is currently -4, and it's going to get colder as we enter winter. For it's the second to last day of autumn. So winter is coming. It's going to get quite cold. Not ridiculously cold, but certainly we shouldn't faff about. We could do with some more steel. How much did we bring? It's already been used, hasn't it? Bugger. I was trying to replace these wind turbines with solar, and I was trying to seal off this rich soil and put down some sun lamps here in order to make not necessarily a hydroponics bay, but an area where we can grow crops throughout the cold winter. We'll have to keep it, heated and sealed off and everything. So we're not quite there yet. Something to do. Thank you, Alamarus and Ineni. Thank you sincerely. Thank you. Good point. Collect the meds from the other thing. We could do that. Today, the geologist just got back with the camels. Could you go again? Oh, also collect the weapons outside. Did we do that? These are some pretty good weapons, actually. Today, could you retrieve one of the assault rifles if you haven't already? Please get that normal assault rifle. Yeah, look, there's some... Ooh, okay, claim that mortar. We'll deconstruct it. We already have 2 mortars inside. Well, not strictly speaking a hydroponics bay, Jack. We're just using the default soil. Just claim these. And then deconstruct these. Get some steel out of these sandbags. Okay, what's Roy doing? He's cleaning. Good, good. TNT doesn't have anything to do because we don't have a research thing. Thank you, Merbles. Thank you kindly, Merbles. Cool. Podo Man is hauling stuff, so... Ooh. A triple rocket launcher. Thank you, Saipu, for the compliments. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I think it worked out well, didn't it? That latest bullshittery. Yeah, pleased. Pleased that it worked out well. Ooh, extreme break risk Podo Man. He's very depressive and he's feeling sick. Why is he feeling sick? Oh, yes. So that he caught malaria, but he got over it. Right. What's Satsok doing? Talking to Singy, trying to cheer her up. How's her infection? So 25% immune, 13% infected. So long as the immunity percentage gets to 100% first, she'll be fine. As for our prisoners, the left arm Dan's left arm is 39% immune, 45% infected. So there's a good chance he could die from that. The other lady, Engie, is okay. Could we move them to better quarters? Do we have better quarters? Where's Today sleeping then? Singy, Cyanide. We don't have many bedrooms. No, we could do with some more bedrooms. Let's at least try and give them some... How much wood do we have? Stand by. Not much, only 46. Let's just try and get them some wooden beds at the very least. Or some bedrolls, alternatively. We've got quite a bit of leather. Let's give them a light leather bedroll. Here and here. Thank you, FVKT. Thank you, FV. Thank you kindly. And we'll also reinstall one of the lights in the storeroom over to their room so that at least I can fucking see what they're doing. Chucky, what are you doing? Making pemmican. That's okay, dude. Don't worry about that. Focus on these bedrolls for our prisoners. Could do feckin', but I don't think I have much in the way of building materials currently. How are the power reserves? Power reserves are good. Thank you, Ratneck. Thank you very much, Ratneck. Oh. What's up with the animals roaming in the infirmary? That is a good question. It is because I restricted them to Area 2 due to the attack. We'll assign them back to Area 1, which includes the outside, so they can get some grass if they can find any. Oh, Jesus. A short circuit event. One of our wooden doors has caught fire. Roy, you're the closest to it. Could you quickly extinguish it? This does mean that all of our batteries have drained. There we go. We're okay. Thank you, Hallerstein. Thank you very much, Hallerstein. Aha. Steel. Not a huge amount, but there's some. Okay. Do I play Hearts of Iron 4? Not really. I've tried it a few times, but it's quite complicated, and I don't really understand it, and I'm also thick. So, I did play it with the guys, and, no, you know, it was okay, I guess. I didn't really understand it, so I'm the wrong person to ask. I mainly just wanted to, you know, hang out with the guys, really. I got my ass kicked, but it was fine because it was a ZF SWAT night doing the ass kicking, and he had fun, and that's what matters, really. I was a punching bag for SWAT night, and I'm fine with that because, you know, he's my mate. Thank you, Luna, and Zafkiel. Thank you very much. Yes, so we played Hearts of Iron 4, and I played as the Soviet Union. Did not know what the fuck I was doing, and I think the idea behind that particular game is that the Soviet Union is supposed to be the counter to Nazi Germany, because Nazi Germany is dangerous and starts to kill everybody if they don't have a counter. So because I didn't know what I was doing, and SWAT Knight had played the game a lot, it very quickly became the German Union. They're just the word Germany that just took up most of Europe, including all of Russia. And I was allowed to keep a tiny bit, like a tiny island with a chip shop in the North Atlantic. That was all I was allowed to govern by the end of that playthrough. But it's a nice chip shop. Extreme break risk, Podo Man. So the 54-year-old Alzheimer's sufferer. He's soaking wet, drowsy, depressive. Yeah, sucks. Okay. Right. Okay then. So for those people just joining the stream, so this is a 2-and-a-bit-year-old colony now. We're next to a river, so there's still a chance of malaria. So if possible, we should try and get some drugs manufactured, some anti-malaria drugs. Oh, cool. We can make smoke leaf here, rather than using the crafting spot. Let's do that then. So keep making smoke leaf until we have 30 joints, or just do it forever. Use up all of our smoke leaf reserves. And phenocycline, which is the anti-malaria drug. We'll prioritize that. What does it require? 2 neurotropamine. Neurotropamine? Sorry, how did you say it? Neutroamine. Sorry, neutroamine. Do I have any neutroamine? You know what? I don't think I have any. Okay. Never mind. Hopefully we can find some. Thank you, Zoc and Commander Greed. Thank you sincerely. And Cyber. Right. Okay. Let's at least switch these over to medical. Get rid of these sleeping. Can these two walk? Don't think they can walk. Oh no, one can walk. Yeah, get them in better bedrolls at least. What are you doing, Chucky? The prisoners need to be fed. Oh shit, sorry to hear that, Busher. Hope you feel better soon. And thank you, Levsko. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sure, I know that, Dave, but I'm probably going to sound like a bit of an arse, but whenever you play any game, you always have people turn up and they're like, we can teach you, just join our TeamSpeak, join our Discord, we can teach you. And it's kind of like, I appreciate the offer, but just want to play, just want to play it really. I don't want to be sort of pulled into a Discord and be shown the meta, how one should play. You should, when it comes, especially something like this, for example, RimWorld, making mistakes and screw-ups and losing colonies is part of it, it's part of the fun. It's not about sort of streamlining your way. It's not like, say, for example, PUBG, where there is clearly a right and a wrong way to do it. There is clearly a best gun or like a best strategy or whatever. And it's like a competitive thing. But with most games, Hearts of Iron included, it's a case of, well, your mistakes are part of the playthrough, and it's what gives it flavour, really. What makes it memorable. Play. You play. You play games. It's the spirit of creativity. You're a person who is at play. Thank you, General. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Shut off the turrets. That is not a bad idea. No, I think we're okay for now. We'll leave the... Did I leave all the... I put the other ones on, really. So long as the power grid can handle it, we should leave the turrets on, just in case we have a random bandit attack that we can't get to quickly. For example, they could go, like, rush in quickly. They did last time. Or wild animals could attack you. Well, no, good. People seem to agree to it, with what I just said. Yeah, I think it's just generally not to sort of rail against the existence of things like esports and competitive games, because it's only a good thing. But it's a relatively new thing when it comes to gaming. It's not gaming in its entirety. I think most people, when it comes to games and what defines enjoyment for them. Oh dear, is that here or it is here? Okay, wait, is it here? Toxic fallout? No. It's over here. Okay, we're fine. So there's a toxic fallout event, but it's not here. It's on the other tile. Thank you, Lawthal, and Moon, and a big scary hobo. Thank you kindly. Sorry, I was saying that, yeah, I think for most people when it comes to games, there's, well, there's an area, so it's more chill, isn't it? It's more about the sort of immersion, the, holy fuck. Holy shit. Thank you, Tiot. Fuck me, dude. No, don't fuck me, but thank you. Well, you can. You just gave me 50 subs, so I'm up for anything. Thank you very much, sir. That's extremely generous. Extremely, extremely generous of you, sir. Thank you, Tiot. Thank you very, very much. So long as you're sure, though, Tiot. So long as you're absolutely certain. But thank you very much, Tiot. And a Leafer after that. Thank you, a Leafer. Thank you kindly. Yep. So what do you reckon now? Arms dealer? Arabian oil prince? Thank you very much, Tiot. I love you too, Tiot. Maximum homo. Maximum. Yeah. Extreme breakfast. What is wrong with Podo Man? Times 10 attended a party, but only a bonus of 4. Oh, it expires in a minute, I see. He's just depressive. Podo Man is just depressive. That's a shame. Alright. Sure, but no, I get it, Dave, but you know what I mean. As in, it's more, my point is less about that specifically. It's more, when you play any particular game, you get people turn up and offer to help, and although it's gratefully appreciated, I think it's just, you know, people just want to play, you know? I just want to chill, I just want to play. Not playing a game correctly is fine, it's part of playing, you know? The act of play. You don't take like a child playing with Lego and snatch it away and say, I will teach you how to play Lego. The child is playing. I realise I'm comparing myself to a child, but you get my point. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you very much, Nathan. And thank you again, Tiot. Okay, sorry. So the prisoner Dan, the extreme infection. Oh dear. So 78% infected, 77% immune. Dan was exploded ruthlessly by TNT. Oh, it was the mortar. So it's a piece of debris in his arm from the mortar. He should be okay, so long as he stays rested. Okay, well, it's the last day of autumn, and the colony's waking up at 6 in the morning. So the people are moving from their bedrooms over into what is a sort of makeshift dining room with a giant geothermal thing in it. Ignore the geothermal power thing. Chucky the artist and Dudaday the geologist are just having breakfast, a delicious and nutritious meal of rice, berries and muffalo meat. Chucky is off to work in the kitchens while Dudaday is off to refuel the wooden generator. Sorry, wooden fuel generator. Sorry, pardon me. The generator. It's a wood-fired generator. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. So he's sticking wood in the generator in order to heat up a boiler, which is making heating up water, turning it into steam. The steam is building up enough pressure to turn a piston, well, to push a piston, which is attached to a wheel. I know I do this every time. That wheel is attached to a magnet. That magnet is inside thousands and thousands of yards of copper wire, which are strung around in a sort of like big, like a cylinder, I suppose, with the magnet in the middle. And as that wheel turns, the magnet turns and it pushes free electrons in the copper down the wire, creating an electrical current. So the wood creates steam, creates pressure, creates rotation, moves magnets, makes an electrical current. Coil, thank you, that's the word I wanted. A huge coil of copper cable. Right, okay then. Southern turrets are not connected. Ooh, good spot there, sir. Why is that then? Oh, I see. It appears that either a power conduit was deconstructed or never constructed in the first place. Hi there, Zirconite. Zirconite? Welcome indeed, sir. Thank you. Read the anti-malaria drug description. Why? Wait. I don't have any of the drug, I'm afraid. I've only got the job to make the drug. The geothermal generator is blocking a door. Oh, good spot. I hadn't noticed that before now. Whoops. Right, Podo Man, can you pull that down? Oopsie daisy. There's some medicine in there as well. Restrict access to it. Cool. Right, so, yes, it's 10 in the morning on the last day of autumn. It's currently -5 degrees outside, so quite chilly. The boomalopes are just getting food. Animal starvation. The cat is starving. Oh dear, and she's pregnant, late stages, so can we get her some... Why is she starving? Oh, bugger, I accidentally restricted the cat to Area 1, which doesn't include the freezer. Whoops. She can't eat hay or grass. Hilda, go eat something from the freezer. Okay. No, I'm not familiar with that crun, sorry. We've got some cotton growing here, which I'm going to use to turn into carpets, make the bedrooms quite nice. So, Jonah the Evangelist is currently hauling some steel to the research bench, so hopefully we can get the research going again. Hawk is in the kitchen making dinner. Singy is still, well, she's still got her infection. Her gunshots have healed. But yeah, we're going to have to sort out that infection. Chucky, the artist, is making more art. Good, good. Dudaday, the geologist, is also getting more steel. Sai is going for a walk and talking to a squirrel. Roy is cleaning. TNT is sleeping, for if she is a night owl, she prefers being awake at night. Podo Man is hauling slate blocks around. Dragoner is still hurt. He's still got a bruise on his neck. Oh, you big baby. And Satsok is just tending to the prisoner with his extreme infection. Oh, 95%. Is he going to make it? Barely. He should make it. 96% immune, 95% infected. Thank you, Skipper, and Dr. Luck, and Tiot again. Thank you, all of you. Thank you sincerely. Right, so these two prisoners. I'm just seeing if you can take the joy wire out. No, you can't. Not sure. I guess, yeah, Dan is useless. We're not having Dan. He has barely any skills. He's a pyromaniac and a masochist. So at the next earliest opportunity, once his infection is over, we'll send him home. NG, however, an engineer, an engineer called NG. Really? Not too bad. Fairly good at shooting and enjoys doing it. Fairly good at building. She hates men, but she's an optimist. So she feels good about a future that doesn't involve men. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, sir. We've got quite a bit of psychoid, but so we have psychoid leaves from the last harvest. They'll last 25 more days before they spoil. Same with hops. We don't know how to brew or make drugs, so... Do we even have a... No. All the more reason to get the research bench up operational. If we can learn to make some drugs, we can then sell them. Thank you, Game Strider. Thank you very much. How's the fishing, Baldric? Yeah, the fishing's okay. I'm hoping to go fishing again tomorrow morning, hopefully. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel. Well, yeah, let's say I will. And then I'll come back in the afternoon and carry on with, well, the plan to do the editing for the next bullshittery. Sorry, for those who weren't here at the start, I finished the last bullshittery, which was Armour 3 Anti-Stasi, Part 3. And I haven't yet decided what the next one's going to be. I was supposed to decide today, and I've got like four possible options, but I'm not sure. Sorry, what were those 4 options? Sorry, bear with me. Those 4 options were... So yes, I went through the footage that I've got, and I've got so much footage for Rocket League, like a crazy amount, and it's getting quite old now. So I'm gonna have. So it's either Rocket League. There was a game called Besieged where we built contraptions and fought each other. So ZF built contraptions and fought each other. It very quickly descended into who can build the biggest penis that ejaculates fire, or Mecha Hitler. We have Tabletop Simulator, so we played a lot of board games, but I worry that might be unfocused because we didn't really have a particular plan. We have the entire playthrough of the original Witcher, but that's just a solo one. That's just me. But then again, the solo ones can be a nice break sometimes. Holdfast. I've got so much footage for Holdfast. And the last one is Mordau, which is that fighting game that we played for like a week and then stopped. I don't know. I'm not sure which one. I'm going to have a think. Because they've all got their pros and cons. Oh, medical emergency Singy. Is she okay? Extreme infection. No, 5%. Oops, sorry. 5% more until she's over it. She'll be fine. Yeah, that's the thing. So people are saying do Besieged. The thing that I worry about Besieged is that it's so... Sorry, pardon me. It's a guaranteed hit. Like, it's gonna be hilarious because I know it was hilarious. The trouble is though, if I keep doing the ones that are guaranteed, I just build up lots and lots of footage with the question mark on it. Like, I don't know if Rocket League is funny enough. I need to spend time to go through it. So I don't want to have like a huge backlog of question marks, you know, and then have like a half a year where I'm just going through and going, is this even funny enough, you know? Because then it would. I'm worried about knocking my own confidence in my editing, you know? If you do bullshittery after bullshittery that you felt wasn't good enough, you know? I don't know. I'm sounding weird, but I'm thinking of doing something that is a bit, you know, a question mark. As in, is this good enough? Is this footage good enough? Because I might go through all of Rocket League and go, no, you know? That doesn't make the grade. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Right, okay, so it's 5 in the evening on the last day of autumn. So the base is looking much cleaner now. Our 2 prisoners, cool, have almost healed themselves. So they're in medium amounts of pain, severe pain for NG. Satsock, oh look, so Singy's on her feet again. Good, good. Roy's bored. Have you got nothing to do, Roy? Really? You've got nothing to do? I don't believe you. Really? There's nothing to haul either. Well, there's loads of steel. Go haul this shit in. You lazy bastard. Oh, is that a bear? That's a bear. Dangerous. I thought so too, Luna. Yeah, I thought gang beasts worked quite well. Yeah, I lied. ZGC1. Yeah, God, if it took you 3 days to make a video, that'd be fucking easy. It takes hours and hours and hours. Thank you, Peter Pansky. Thank you very much. Collect the meds. Not a bad idea. So in the neighbouring map, we have green toxic fallout, which is going to be causing problems for the animals. They're going to start passing out and dying. Yeah, we should go and retrieve the herbal medicine. Let's send an away team. So let's send... So from the main group, send 2 camels. And Roy, because he's got nothing better to do. And... Dragoner and Dudaday. If the 3 of you could get some simple meals from the fridge, get 10 of them, and then start heading in this direction, please. Okay. Because the reason I sent 3 of them and 2 camels is that we have some steel that we've mined, which we can scoop up and take back. So over here, there was a big batch of steel. So I went and just took it all out. And there are 739 units. So, cool. It's only like it's less than a day to get back and forth, so they'll make it in the morning. Okay. Well, either through Twitch, Jareth, as you're doing now, or Patreon. But that's only if you're sure, sir. Only if you're absolutely sure. I mean, you're a Twitch sub as it is. You're doing more than enough. Thank you. Thank you kindly. And thank you, Sewer1. Thank you, Sewer. Have I tried Human Fall Flat? Indeed, Proggy. We've played quite a few games of it, and I've recorded a lot of, good highlights. I look forward to working on it. Thank you, Groovy. Thank you, sir. Right, TNT. Oh, we don't have the components. Ah. Okay. No components to finish the research table. Right, Roy and Dragon are just getting their meals. They're putting them in the camel sacks there. Thank you, Queen Carter. Thank you sincerely. Indeed, way too many, Queen. I hope you're well. Thank you sincerely. Okay, they're moving. So, a party of 3, Dudaday, Dragoner, and Roy, are moving over here with 2 camels to head to our nearby mining camp. Although, technically, the moment they step off the map, they'll start sleeping because it's nighttime. What's the tile I'm sending the team to all about, Kurjo? So it's a small mining camp, effectively. There's nothing there. It's just, I just moved 2 tiles, 2 tiles this way and sort of spawned the map and found some steel and mined it. So we're just going over there so we can grab some steel and bring it back, because we've pretty much taken all there is to take without drilling down, and we don't have the tech to do that. So, Good point, Anthony. Where is she? She's hang on. She's flopped down there, look. Yeah, she's had a good day. She went off with the dog sitter. So in the afternoon, she goes off with the dog sitter just to get her out from underneath my feet. And yeah, she had fun. She went for a good play. Thank you, the J Griffin. Thank you very much, the J Griffin. Thank you, sir. Hang on. Cargo pods, where? Ooh, chem fuel. Holy shit. That is useful indeed. We'll definitely pull those in. So chem fuel can be used to make explosives. It can be used to fuel electrical generators. Or drop pods for easy transport to and from. So you can launch a pod into the air on a ballistic trajectory and then slow it down using thrusters powered by chem fuel. Allowing you to quickly move from point to point. Okay. Does Lulu interact with other dogs? Indeed. She loves to sort of put her head down, put her bum up, and start sort of going, play with me, play with me. She wants the dog to chase her. She loves being chased. Okay. So our guests are okay. A masochist is in serious pain. Ugh, it hurts, but I love it. Keep it coming. Weirdo. The 2 prisoners are talking. NG told a joke about practicing craps. What? Oh, the game, right. Not like practicing taking a poo. What skill in RimWorld is needed for brewing? I don't know. Can't remember. She's 3, Vonks. She's 3 years old. Thank you, Warra Plays. Thank you sincerely, sir. I shall endeavour to make more. Oh, that's disgusting. Lulu, how can you burp in front of all these people? Disgusting. Yeah, you. Yeah, revolting animal. Yeah, you heard. That's a good question, Ghost. When will I open the Forbidden Evil? This strange room that's sealed off. That is a good question indeed. I don't know the answer yet. For our defenses are not incredible. It'd be nice to have some EMP shells. Do I still use Sony Vegas to edit? No, I use Adobe Premiere and After Effects. Oh no! A pack of manhunting gazelle. Really? Oh shit. Wait, what? Huh? Manhunt. How does it even work? It's a herbivore. Thank you, the J Griffin. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, a single gazelle that counts as a pack has entered the area with the toxic fallout. We should be able to easily destroy it. Okay. Whilst we're here, we should also try and grab the components. There's some in the walls here that we can mine. TNT's bored. She's up at night looking for something to do, but the base is clean. Nothing needs to be hauled. And she doesn't have a research bench yet. Okay, so it's about to be the first day of winter. Well, it is the first day of winter. It's 3 in the morning. Nervous Hawk is the first person up. She kept breakfast with her in her bedroom because, of course, she did. Okay. She's off to get to work making breakfast. Food reserves are pretty damn good. Check the area for other gazelle. Should be alright. Wildlife. Muffalo. Nah, it'll be fine. Just a single one. Okay, so components, steel, and herbal meds. That is what we should retrieve. The animals in the area are probably suffering from the... Yeah, so moderate toxic buildup now, so they're going to be passing out. I wouldn't worry too much about predators. They're going to be so... There's only one, a timber wolf. We'll be fine. Okay. Well, all the same, Roy Sheen, you're... I don't think you're particularly good at crafting, are you? Don't think so. Okay. Snow. Whoa, shit. Thank you, Tiot, again. Thank you. You've been extremely kind, Tiot. Thank you. So long, Tiot, so long as you're absolutely sure, sir. Don't break the bank for a knobhead like me. Thank you sincerely. Okay, so the party's arrived, and they're moving to... Yeah, move together over to this middle bit, where we'll quickly eliminate the gazelle before it causes problems. And then we'll gather up the needed supplies before the toxic buildup gets to the point where it's going to be problematic. Thank you again, Tiot. Thank you kindly. Right, line up if you please. Here comes the gazelle. Dragoner doesn't have a weapon. Good spot. Roy and Dudaday should handle it just fine. Just fine. Hey, well done. Well done indeed. Right, okay then, so let's get them to the middle area. Yes, so let's split up and look for clues. Clues as to the location of the herbal meds. There they are. All of them? Yeah. So Dudaday, if you could retrieve that one there. Roy, if you could retrieve that one there. And Dragoner, that one there. And then we will send them... Yeah, we'll send them to retrieve the components. We have enough steel. Let's retrieve the components and bring them back home. Ooh, silver. Thank you again, Tiot. Thank you, man. Not really, Zach. I'm just enjoying RimWorld, really. Hello, honey. Are you okay? How you doing? Yeah, she's okay. She gets incredibly bored when we go fishing, though. When we just sit at the side of the river or the lake, and she's like, "You're like, what? Yeah, what we doing?" I think she just wants to go for a long walkies, but you a good girl? Yes, you are. Thank you, Fibcoa. Thank you sincerely. Thank you very much. Okay, then. So yes, quite chilly outside. About 2 degrees at the other site. Cool. So Dudaday is just chopping away. Roy's getting milk. What? Oh. Oh, good. The camels are making milk. Wait, can they not assist with the mining? Well, they could, but they're pretty shit at it. Just let Dudaday do it. Are there any good carp spots around Brighton? There's quite a few in Tillion. Thank you, Pineapple and Duke Mar. Thank you very much. Thank you. So for those who are not familiar at all, when it comes to fishing, there's a type of fishing called coarse fishing, or rather fishing for coarse fish. And a coarse fish is a type of fish that is quite unpalatable. They taste disgusting due to large bones or a slimy texture. They're generally not considered decent food fish, like, say, for example, salmon or trout, you know? A fish that is nice to eat. So, thank you, Winrar. Thank you very much, sir. So, as a result, they are mostly ignored when it comes to, say, farming or whatever, just eating, really. Instead, they're distinguished and kept in various fisheries and lakes because they fight really well on the line. They're fighters. So, from, what was it, like, well, not the best example, but bream or chub or barbel, these types of fish taste disgusting, but they fight moderately well. And the real sort of champion of them is the carp. Carp, common carp, being a descendant, an invasive species actually. So it's the same species as the koi. So, you know, the Japanese koi, these large, beautiful fish. Well, not yet. So it's a variant rather. The carp is a bit of an invasive species, and it's sort of spread all over the UK, and they're quite destructive. But they do grow extremely large, and they fight very, very well on the line. And I experienced that for the first time like a week ago, when I got I managed to land a common carp. It wasn't very big, at least insofar as common carp. The average size of a common carp. It was about 3.1 kilograms, about 55 centimeters long. But fucking hell, it did not give up at all. It was like, fuck you, the whole time on the line. I was trying to land the thing. Like, I got it all the way to the jetty. And it was like, fuck you, I'm going to go in these reeds over here. I'm like, what, motherfucker, just just get in the net. It's like, suck my dick. Just ran off into the, they don't have dicks, but you know what I mean. He's like, this carp did not give a fuck. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Okay then, so today, the geologist, he's just trying to get components. Dragoner is bored, he's playing with horseshoes. Even though there are no horses in the game. I haven't thought of that before. Why do they have... Oh, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Tizaskin. But, and Chilean says you've been on numerous carp fishing holidays in France with your family, and one of them pulled your dad into the lake. Yeah, exactly. They do not fuck about. They are not fucking around. Hi, Neville. Hello, Neville. Okay, we can stay in the area for a while. 16% toxic buildup, but we shouldn't stay for too long. Okay. A mad doe. Why are you mad doe? Hang on. It's going for Dragoner, who doesn't have a gun. Today, take your M16 and fire at that mad doe. So an 11-year-old doe with a serious buildup of toxic fallout is charging today. Oh, today, shoot it. Oh, getting into melee with it. Dragoner. Can you stop stuffing your face? Oh, there we go. Oh, job done. Thank you, Devillion. Thank you very much, Devillion. Yeah, we should clear out not too long from now. What? Hi there, Gluey. Good evening, Gluey. Where's your character, Neville? You had a character on the last playthrough, which died. Right. I should try fly fishing. I don't know. Standing in a lake or whatever, like standing in a river, in waders. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Thank you, Co-Lord. Thank you very much, Co-Lord. Okay, so one of our prisoners is up. Let's release them. So this is Dan. He's that guy with very minimal skills. Presumably Jonah's going to release him. As for the other one, maybe we'll try and recruit her. At least try and reduce her overall resistance to us. Oh, really, Roya? Okay. Right, how are these guys doing? Let's just get the fuck out of here. It should be okay. If they stay the night, though, they'll be exposed quite a bit. Can we at least get them under cover? Major break risk due today. Thank you, Looping Louis. Thank you kindly. Oh, fuck it. Just pull them out. Let's not take risks. What? Sorry, why do we have a tamed rat here? What the fuck? Okay, so grab the 56 herbal medicine. Grab all of the simple meals you brought with you. The components, we have 12. Excellent. And then the rest will just be steel. So 390 units of steel. Your route home will be here. Let's go. Okay, they're going to start gathering the stuff we need and get the fuck out. Okay. Thank you, Denwood. Thank you very much, Denwood. Oh yeah? Omegon? Yes, indeed. It's pretty good, isn't it? The Astartes shorts on YouTube are very good indeed. It is surprising indeed that quite a lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time, a lot of the official stuff for 40k just doesn't really capture 40k very well. You know, like games that are commissioned by Games Workshop. So, sorry for those who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, 40k being the tabletop game with its expansive lore surrounding little plastic figures fighting each other. In the grim darkness of the, 41st millennium, there is only war, that sort of thing. But, yeah, it is quite surprising that they often just don't get it. The owners of the property just don't get it. Where you have the game like Space Marine showing... okay, yeah, they were Space Marines, I guess, but their proportions were weird. What was going on with the Space Marine proportions in Space Marine? They looked just like big humans. Like, their waists were tiny. Oh, holy shit. Thank you, Tiot. Thank you very much, Tiot. Thank you, sir. And Milnorb. And Sastro. Thank you kindly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Or something like Dawn of War, where the Space Marines were about the same height as the humans. And everyone has machine guns. No one has bolters. Everyone just has regular machine guns. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah, kind of dacky, but all the same. They weren't really bolter feeling, you know? No, not really, Archocalix. These things are not engine limitations. There's nothing in the engine to do with the textures that you're putting on a character's skeleton. Do I play 40k? No. I'm just into the lore. Well, I must admit, I'm less into the lore now, and it's more of a recent development. The lore's changing, and it's getting kind of stupid. Again, the owners of the lore often fail to understand it. I know that sounds weird, like, you know, they own it, surely they understand. No, honestly, no. It can be very surprising, just the lack of. They fail to understand what makes their own fictional property interesting. A lot of the time. You'll probably hear a lot of complaining about something called a Primaris Marine. Yeah. But that's just one of many problems. Yeah, that's what I mean, Skinner. The recent developments have seen the return of characters to a setting that is defined by the absence of those characters. So, yeah, and the reason they're brought back isn't because the fictional setting needs them back, but because they sell products. They sell... they basically made a book series, and that book series ended up staggeringly popular and sold extremely well. And so they're bringing back characters from that book series into the future setting. Sorry, the book series was a prequel. Sorry, should have explained. The book series was a prequel. And so now they're bringing back a lot of the characters from that prequel, even though something happened, which meant that was impossible. Like, no fucking way does anybody get up again after the Horus fucking heresy. You know? But no, they're back and they're fine. And look, oh, here comes fucking, I don't know who's coming back next, but here comes the next Primarch, lifting up his top hat, going, "Hi, you remember me?" It's like, you are so dead. You got your head chopped off, motherfucker. You are dead. Never mind. My point is, it doesn't make any sense, narratively speaking, and so it's a hard sell, you know? Right, okay, so it's the 2nd of winter, so it's about 4 in the morning. The only person awake is TNT, who has nothing to do. She's bored out of her mind in the rec room. She's hanging out in the... Oh, it's quite warm in there. Maybe that's why they keep going there. The cotton growing room. Ah, there we go. The caravan has left the mining site, although they're just going to sleep until the morning, and well, they'll arrive in time for breakfast with steel and components, and we'll use the components to finish the research table here. Let's just disallow access to the comms console, so we use all of the materials to make the research table. Thank you, Thyme44. Thank you very much, Thyme. Thank you. And thank you, Axolotl, for your modding. Right. Hang on. TNT, can't you make drugs? In the meantime? Does it not require... Hang on. Constructing... Crafting. TNT. Can't you do that? Need material. Smoke leaf. Do we not have it? It's here. Oh, I see. Sorry, it's psycho. Right, got it. My bad. I mistook the texture for a smoke leaf. It's psychoid. It's something else. And thank you, Rui. Welcome, Aditya. Thank you, Psykicks and Exo. Most kind. Most kind. Thank you. And Exile. Thank you, Exile. Damn, it appears that the boomalope's almost through the hay. We're going to have to give them access to the rice. It's not an insurmountable problem, but just a slight pain. Yeah, feed them psychoid leaves. What would happen to the chem fuel that we leach out of them? Be psychedelic. Oh, we should go and get this other chem fuel before it degrades. It'll last a while, though. Oh, Podoman's already doing it. Good, good. Thank you, Evotron. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Oh, and apparently we don't have enough wood to refuel the stove. We should chop wood, then, shouldn't we? Especially on the south. We don't want these trees providing cover for the enemy. Right. Okay, so it's 8 in the morning. So the people are traveling on the way back. Due today, Roy and Dragoner. Won't be long before they're here. Yeah, we're okay. How many mortar shells do I have? 18. All right. That is a good question. An electric stove would be much better, wouldn't it? Production. What's it going to cost me? Fueled stove. 80 steel. Alright. Wait. Fuck. Electric stove. 80 steel and 2 components. Thank you, Omegon Lives, and Simon Says. Thank you sincerely. Thank you. Right, so Sai is making some high explosives for the mortars. Chucky's still working on art. Has he finished any more since we last saw him? I don't think so. Still working on that. Is it a big one? Oh, it's a grand sculpture. Okay, it's going to take a while. Is grand the best one, or is it? Yeah, okay. He's making a very large sculpture made out of jade. Ooh. Aren't the mortar shells degrading? They shouldn't be, because they're in a... Yeah, they're in like a stored shelf thing. They're undercover. Right. How are the boomalopes? They're okay. Yes, we are missing some metal floor in the kitchen, aren't we? That is true. How many tiles do I have? Slate blocks, 86. Yeah, I'll put down a few. No? Slate tile, there we go. Okay. Yes, the gun turrets are switched on for now. Just to keep them scanning the environment for any threats. Quite possibly exile, yes. Quite possibly indeed. Is this blocked now? No. This wind turbine can operate at least. We should probably leave it. And the solar panels are working very well. Cool. Be nice if we can seal this off. Try and warm up this soil. What does it require? Granite. Alright. Is this granite? What is this, sorry? Yeah, granite. Alright, let's mine some of this. Well, there's stuff to grab here then. Size making granite. That works. Let's prioritize some granite for now. So, make granite blocks, unsuspend. Do until we have... yeah. So Sai is just going to prioritize the creation of granite bricks, so we can hopefully get this area sealed off and heated so we can use the soil that's there. Thank you, Shoomtastic. Thank you, sir. Most kind. Aha, the caravan has arrived. Good, good. Welcome home. Oh, there's a dead tortoise. And we need to make sure that those components are used for the research table. Oh, Podo Man, the drifter, so the Alzheimer's sufferer, is off to inject go juice into himself. So a type of recreational drug. A synthetic performance-enhancing drug developed for space marines during the early days of interplanetary warfare. Go juice blocks pain, increases movement speed, and improves the user's melee and shooting abilities. Military chemists who created it were never able to remove its addictiveness. Some saw this as a downside, others saw it as a benefit. Okay. So, what does this do? Well, we'll have a look then. Podo's about to take some. So, the 54-year-old man... Oh, no, he's having a beer first. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Spitavar. Sorry, Spivatar. Thank you, sir. No, just a space marine in the game, as in just a guy who fights in space. No? Needs a while to think about it, I guess. Chucky, need components. Where are those components? They're on the backs of the camels. No, they're not. Unloading inventory. Who's got them? You do. Roy does. Roy, if you could drop those, and then Chucky, if you could go work on the research table. Thank you. Sai is working on those granite blocks. Singy, if you could, well, try and seal this off with granite. No worries, ZGC1. Have a good one. Sleep well. There we go. He's off to binge on Go Juice. Podo Man goes into the storeroom, picks up the canister of Go Juice, and takes it. Oh. High on Go Juice. So, pain times 10%. So, reduction by 10%, I guess. Consciousness increased by 20, sight by 35, and moving by 50. Moving by 50, that's quite a lot. Yes, Captain. So my base would be vulnerable to sieges, since I only have a corrugated metal roof. So mortar shells are going to land quite hard. And a strong, dedicated attack on a wall that I'm perhaps not prepared for would be a big problem. Okay, there we go. The research table is now back. Good. What's our current research project? Psychite refining. Let's see if we can... Yeah, turn these psychoid leads into drugs before they spoil. Oh yeah? Manic? Maniac even? Okay, Roy's gone to bed after his excursion. Due today the geologist. Yep, same with him. And same with Dragoner. Yeah, I imagine they're quite tired, slogging through the snow. But welcome home. Thank you, Bird Peck of Power. Thank you very much. Jonah has been talking to NG, trying to convince her that we're not so bad. Right. Cool. Wait. That's not correct. What's that there? Wooden wall. Oh, yeah. Singy, could you just finish that before you go? Yeah, it would be nice to get this place sealed if we can. And we should put in a doorway there. Oh no. Oh yes, of course. We had a tamed rat over here. It's died from the toxic fallout. It just decided to join us, but there was nobody there at the time, so we don't give a shit. Yeah. So the toxic fallout over here has basically killed off everything. Right, okay then. So the only one awake is currently oh no wait, TNT's awake. She's working in the lab. We could do with a better lab. Why don't I bring the plants to the freezer? Plants to the freezer? Oh, over here you mean. Well, the freezer was full previously. I will later on if it starts to... Yeah, if it's clear that they're going to rot. Okay. Damn, we're out of hay grass and the snow outside. So we're going to have to feed the animals. So let's prioritize this area. Hang on. Actually here. So on this stockpile zone, critical preference, raw food, vegetarian, rice. We'll make sure there's always some raw rice for the animals to eat. I should expand the base, Roy. A sarcophagus for the rat. No. The rat goes in the fridge and gets eaten. Well, the rat just rots because we're not going back there for it. Thank you, Bacon. Thank you very much, Bacon. How's Gears so far? Worth looking into. Very buggy. Gears of War 5 is very, very buggy. I don't know. I mean, I'm having fun with it. It's fun. But I know I keep saying this. It hasn't really knocked my socks off. It's just Gears of War. Doesn't really feel like much has changed from the original Gears of War. You know, it's just the same enemies, the same guns, the same gameplay. Which I guess if you're into that, it's fine. But yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's not too bad. Just a bit glitchy. Okay. Thank you, Ortega. Yes, it worked out quite well, didn't it? Well, kind of, Commissar. It's Gears of War 5. I would like, you know, some innovation would be nice. 5 games in. No? Just me? Okay, so Engie's on her feet at least. So it's the 3rd day of winter. Just going to turn up the music a tad. Right. Yeah, so what happened with that, Roy? What happened, or for people that know, what happened with that Gears of War Judgment? So this is we played this morning. We played Gears of War 5, which is actually it's the 6th entry in the series, because apparently there was an entry in the series that everybody hated, and I don't know why. Why do people hate it? Someone said that it was different, but like how different? Like what different? Oh, Joan is talking to the prisoner, NG. Oh, good. We finished psychite refining. So refined psychoid leaves into flake and yayo, different forms of the euphoric psychite drug. Good. Let's do the same with beer brewing. Thank you, X-Wingrid. Thank you very much, X-Wingrid. Think of it as Halo Reach of the Gears series. The story was better than 3, but otherwise meh. Okay, but Halo Reach wasn't necessarily hated. It was a bit strange, but some people look back fondly on it. Okay, so flake or yayo. Have there been any major differences between the two? I'll just go with yayo. Thank you, Aim Tulu. Thank you very much, Aim. Thank you. TNT's gone to bed. Well, I thought Reach was okay. I think the thing that the problem with Reach is that it felt a bit like a bridge too far. You know, it was an okay. Well, it was a good Halo game, but it was kind of like the series had kind of finished. You know, I remember it. Well, you know, the Halo trilogy. You know, you start off in a cryopod, being watched over by an AI that you're a friend of, this angel on your shoulder, and you end the game back in a cryopod with the angel on your shoulder. You know, you're a Spartan king, you're a Leonidas from the walls of Thermopylae, rising up to defend the kingdom and then going back to eternal slumber once your job had been completed. It was this wonderful complete circle at the end of the game. And so the war was over. You know, the battle against the Covenant, the Flood, it was done. Done. It was all done. And then all of a sudden, I remember, suddenly the marketing kicked in for Halo Reach. It's like, remember Reach, remember Reach, remember Reach. And I'm like, no one cares about Reach. That was like a brief prequel thing that was mentioned in a book once. But it was like, remember Reach, remember Reach. And then suddenly it's like, oh, Reach is under attack. And then, like, you were playing as a group of Spartan 3s and Spartan 2s, even though all of the Spartan 2s, most of the Spartan 2s, were on Reach. So where were they? You know, it's kind of like you're playing as a bunch of Spartan 3s for some reason. And then at the end of the game, so this is my favourite bit, at the end of the game, they don't know what to do. It was really funny, because I was playing Reach, and they were like, okay, you've got to launch the Pillar of Autumn, and it's like, what do we do with the main character? Just he goes over there and dies. Just go over to that platform and just get killed. And then that was it. And it was kind of like, did you run out of writing material or something? So like Noble 6 just dies, and then that's it. And then there's some really awkward voiceover from Dr. Halsey, Jen Taylor, the actress that plays Cortana, saying, "We will rebuild" or something. And it's kind of like, what is this game trying to do? I didn't know what the game was trying to make me feel. What was Reach trying to make you feel? Most people don't care, I guess. But a lot of people didn't care. They were like, yeah, multiplayer, jump in, shoot each other, yay! But it's kind of like, narratively, what was this game about? Reach was setting up Halo 1. Was it really, though? Was it really setting up, narratively speaking? Was it setting up anything in Halo 1? Was it setting up anything that occurred in Halo 1? Because as I recall, it was just a simple case of pick up this thing, take it to the Pillar of Autumn, and watch it fly off. That was kind of it. Yeah, okay, literally, yes. I know the chat's saying, yeah, it leads into it, but you know what I'm saying? As in, narratively, it wasn't showing you anything new or anything that was sort of left out from the story of Halo 1, 2, and 3. And you know, the things that it did show you, you didn't really need to know. Like, the ship came from Reach. Yay? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Saipu. I just remember playing Reach, and I'm like, this is okay, but I don't know why this game exists. Well, obviously I know why the game existed. It was money, but, you know, it was an unnecessary game. And for some people, they're like, yeah, that's fine, you know, whatever. But I want, you know, I want sort of like Halo 1, 2, and 3, you know? And then tie up that little bow, credits roll. Wonderful. But remember Reach, remember Reach, remember Reach. Thank you, Reeve Williams. Thank you very much, Reeve. Sorry, do you mind if I just run for some water? Actually, I don't know. I'm not asking for permission. I'm getting water. Fuck you. Hang on. Right. Oh. Okay. I didn't pause the game. That was silly. Hang on. So what's going on? Visitors. So a group from the Union of Toll are visiting the colony. Oh, cool. They appear to have a few items to trade. I wonder if they have any neutroamine. Okay. How do I feel about ODST 4 and then 5? ODST, yeah, that's good. That's showing it from a completely different perspective. Doesn't necessarily have its place in the trilogy, but there's nothing particularly wrong with doing what it did. But 4 and 5, Thunderous Knee, yeah, I don't think I want to try them. Because it's kind of like they're you know, King Leonidas is back. Here comes Master Chief. It's like, no, just leave it, leave it. I was walking the dog the other day, and a bus went past me, and on the side of the bus was Sylvester Stallone, and the side of the bus it said, Rambo, Last Blood, and Sylvester Stallone looked really, really old. He looked so old, and just not Rambo. He just looked like he is an old man. It's done. You know, the Rambo is done. As a franchise, it is done. It's finished. That film should not exist. In the same vein, Master Chief turns up. You can't even see his face, but it's the same deal. You know, it's like it's the story's done. Let the character rest. Halo 3. Master Chief's story has finished. He just floats off into space with Cortana watching over him. That's the end of the story. Credits roll. Don't bring Master Chief back on the side of a bus looking really old. Anyway. Okay. So, the visitors. Jonah, can you go have a word with them? Maybe they've got something interesting. Jonah, where are you? Oh, trading. There we go. Jonah. Oh, I see. You're on the other side of the map. There we go. Right, so this trader has only 80 units of silver with them. Oh, they're willing to buy quite a lot, though. Do they have anything that we can purchase off of them? Some pemmican. And they have beer. 31 units of beer. They have herbal medicine. And they have 56 units of pemmican. So can we sell any of these guns that we don't need to make up the difference? Or maybe these clothes that are ripped and ragged. So camel hair parka, we'll keep that. Pigskin duster. Alpaca wool parka. No, keep that, cook it very cold. Bearskin, get rid of that. Meh. Lizard skin. What? Cloth jacket, pigskin, cloth pants, cloth t-shirt. Oh, don't even get me started going down that rabbit hole, Roy. Don't get me ranting about Star Wars. I'm so done with Star Wars. Not my Star Wars, the Disney thing. Just hashtag not my Star Wars. Okay. Yeah, sell pretty much all of those clothes. Wait a minute. Okay. So this will cost us 300 and... Alright. What about weapons? Can we sell any? Machine pistol. Sell that. Revolver, we don't need. Auto pistol. Machine pistol. Yeah, just sell a bunch of the pistols. A damaged pump action shotgun. Machine pistol. Yeah, a lot of these are badly damaged. Sell that one. Or 2 pump action shotguns. Okay. It's even... no. Wait, have I got myself confused here? So if we buy all this pemmican... No, they can't afford this, can they? Sorry, I've gotten it backwards, haven't I? They only have 80 silver. Okay. Drop some of these guns then. Really? Oh shit, that means I can barely do anything. Well, I don't really want this shit. Just fuck it, just whatever. Just take it off, because it doesn't really matter. I just want out the storeroom, really. It's good. It's fine. Just give me these bits that I do want and just take the whole load of shit that I don't care about. Thank you, Ham is fam. Thank you very much, Ham. Jonah's got a beer. Like, hey, beer. Hawk, can you grab any other beer? No, you can't. Roy, can you grab the beer? Haul that beer, and then drink one as a reward. Okay. Okay then, so what do we need to do? Quite a few animals to hunt, I've just noticed. We should try and keep this... Oh, loads, holy crap. Yeah, definitely just keep hunting, even though it's winter. Mark some alpaca for hunting, some wild boar, some rabbits, hunt those. Bring all those in. And squirrels as well. Yeah, it's all good meat. Who's our main hunter? Thank you, Leo. Thank you very much, Leo. Roy is currently our main hunter with a shotgun. He's going to have a beer before he goes hunting. This could be a disaster. Okay. Singy's off to bed. Yeah, things are fine. Are my camels eating? That's a good question. I assume they're eating the rice that we're dishing out for them, although perhaps not enough rice is being served. For this stockpile remains unstocked. Why is that, I wonder? Rice, critical. Rice, preferred. They should be moving. Look at Podo, man. Look, the 54-year-old with Alzheimer's is running like mad because of the go juice. Holy shit, dude. We should get more of that go juice. Thank you, XB Tony. Thank you very much, XB. Thank you. It's like a fucking Energizer bunny. Ooh, a timber ball for self-tamed itself. The colonists have called it Trailblazer. A Trailblazer. Is it here? Oh, it is. Welcome. Okay. Yep, you're unrestricted. You can go wherever you want. We'll give you obedience training and train you to haul things around the colony. Thank you, Kimono Zoom. Thank you, Kimono. Thank you sincerely. Yeah, I can't remember why I'm running. Ooh, pieces of the ship. We're okay. So it's midnight on the 4th day of winter. It's currently minus 16 degrees outside. That's quite chilly, holy shit. Yeah, but the base is nice and toasty at least. So the main rec room, owing to the presence of the geothermal generator, is about 18 degrees. Okay. A psychic soothe. Every colonist of the male gender smiles with contentment. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring. It is projecting a powerful psychic drone over this entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect the male gender. For quite a few days, some people's moods will be quite a bit better, as men close their eyes and they see a giant pair of undulating breasts just moving, swaying, quivering. Beer brewing research complete. Build a brewery and fermenting vats to transform hops into tasty, tasty beer. Okay. Let's also research Wake Up. That drug might prove useful, considering I've seen how effective it is. Podo is still high on it while he's sleeping, so he's sleeping really hard, really, really quickly. Dreaming really quickly. But not for Chucky, no. Chucky's gay, so Chucky's just... He's just dreaming of penises. So many penises. Just walls and carpets and ceilings of nothing but penises. That's what Chucky's dreaming about. Right. Okay then. So for people just joining the stream, our colony here is doing quite well. So we have quite a few colonists and all of... Yeah, we've got... I mean, they're not the greatest fighters, truth be told. In fact, thinking about it, we should really prioritize making sure that everyone has decent weapons and maybe... I mean, can we manufacture decent armor? Like flak jackets and stuff? Because we should really start thinking about personal defense. Making sure that we have particular people in soldiers' roles with decent helmets. Plasteel helmets and stuff. Thank you, Boss Beast. Thank you very much, Boss. Thank you. Flak armor's here. We should prioritize that next. Thank you very much, Boss. Thank you. Okay, we need some rice delivered. Dragoner, could you consume rice? Podomad's on a mission. That mission is breakfast. So I just mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I popped out to a tackle shop in Brighton today. So fishing tackle, as I've restarted a hobby that I had when I was a teenager. So angling, fishing, and I'm hoping to go fishing tomorrow morning maybe. And so I was just preparing some bits and pieces. I've got just showing them off again. I've got these bags here. They're sort of a type of material that dissolves in water, and the bag is full of like a fishing bait. It's got like pellets that the fish like to eat, along with a sort of smelly, like a smelly ground bait, like a type of. It's like, I think it's hemp seeds that have been ground up or something, but whatever it is, the fish really like the smell, and so yeah, I'm gonna sort of tie these to the line, like right next to the hook, or even in, with the hook inside the bag, and then throw them in. Well, cast them in on the fishing line, and they dissolve and sort of make a big cloud of nice smelling particles all around your hook, and the fish go, ooh, and they come over there, and hopefully catch some fish. And I also got one of these. Hang on. This is what's called a closed maggot feeder. So it's basically a container where you store maggots, so fishing bait maggots, and the holes in the side let the maggots come out and get eaten by the fish. And that also, you tie it, you put that near the hook, and the idea is that the fish go over and they find some legit bait that doesn't have a hook in it, so they're like, ooh, maggots, nice. And they start eating, and then eventually they pick up the one that has your hook in it. Although the one that's got my hook in it is a rubber one that won't fly off, so it's a fake one. Oh yeah, Gerbus? Sorry, Gerb business? Yeah, it's just something I'm picking up, It's good because it gets me out of the. I know it sounds sad, but I don't get out much. I really don't. I stream and then I edit all day, and then I go to bed. It means I don't really get out that much, so it's nice to just get out in some nature. Thank you, Fetchy. Thank you very much, Fetchy. Thank you. Oh dear, a flash storm. So it should create a small fire, but we should be okay. I mean, it wouldn't cause too many problems. Looking at the time, I probably need to wrap up the stream fairly soon. So I have a bag of weed, a container for the weed, and then a weed grinder. It's not a weed grinder, it's a boilie masher. Thank you, Nitrogen. Thank you very much, Nitrogen. Oh, I don't know, Roy, there's way too many. Thank you, Machu and Golden Rupee. Oh dear. Dragoner has openly insulted Cyanide's generosity. How dare you be so generous? Cyanide's like, ugh? Okay. Good, so we're getting this almost sealed now. More slate blocks are available. Singy, can I ask that you prioritize that? Oh no, granite. Did I make... Oh, granite, of course. Oh dear. We should be okay. Not sure yet, Stugard. I've narrowed it down to a list of four or five different bullshittery possibilities, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to go for yet. Oh dear. Sorry, what? This is a very, larger flash storm than I'm used to. They used to be really small, weren't they? Animal starvation. One of our boomalopes is starving. Are we not delivering food to this location? Critical priority, rice or potatoes? We're just gonna have to give them access to it. A bit annoying, but they gotta eat. Thank you, standard user. Thank you sincerely. Glad you liked it. If the freezer is also critical, no, it's just preferred. I'll downgrade it back to normal. Oh dear. Should be okay. That'll probably burn for quite some time because it's the winter, so there won't be rainfall. Again, we should be fine. Just saw that. Hang on. How many other geothermal steam geysers are there? So one there. And one there. Bit out in the sticks, really. Make a shell for their food. Could do, actually. We have enough wood. Build copy. Let's put one there. You think it's because the stockpile is in a prison cell? No, it's here. Oh, there we go. It's done. Good. I'll get rid of that one. Yes, indeed, Kurjos. You can determine a storeroom's priority in the grand scheme of the logistics chain. They'll obviously prioritize the higher ones first. Oh, why is Dragoner researching? What's... Oh, oh, of course, because Dragoner... Yeah, he can do that when he's not hunting. Why aren't you hunting? Because I made him drop his gun. Go and get that gun. Oh, better yet. Go and get that gun. There is a sniper rifle for you. Thank you, I Shan't Tell. Thank you very much, I Shan't Tell. Thank you, Mechanical Mind. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I think it worked out quite well, didn't it? That last bullshittery. I look forward... Yeah, so the next Armour 3 anti-Stasi bullshittery, part 4 of 5... I don't know whether to apologise or whatever. It's like a Neville episode. It's like nothing but Neville. It's weird. Like there's a whole load of Neville scenes in part 4. And part 5, yeah, I'm hoping part 5 works out quite well. I've already got the ending in mind. Basically, something quite funny happened to us on the midpoint of the playthrough. And I'm going to have it as the ending for the whole series. Yeah. Yeah, you'll find out. Yeah. I was a little bit worried, sort of, about that last bullshittery. You know the whole thing with Gorty, Cyanide girlfriend. I sent them messages beforehand just to make sure that they were completely okay with it, because obviously I didn't want to suddenly, such and such psycho girlfriend or whatever, if they're not comfortable with that on YouTube, But no, it turns out they were totally cool with it and they found it hilarious. Gorty's got that sort of personality. Whether I think Borderlands is too gimmicky of a game series. Not really. I think my problem with Borderlands, Intillion, is that I struggle with its loot and shoot mechanics. I'm not much of a loot and shoot man. I find the whole mini game of finding loot, and particularly loot boxes, as in, like random reward. I find all of that quite obnoxious. So for these, for obvious reasons, Borderlands wouldn't really be for me. Because it's a loot and shoot. Okay, it seems that... Wait, sorry, Hawk? Why are you hunting? Where's Dragoner? Oh, he is hunting. He got that squirrel. He's coming back. Oh, dear. Sorry, who are they? Oh, these are the visitors. The tribals. Ooh, took a burn wound there. Is she alright? Oh, don't run through the fire. Okay. Ooh, nice, holy shit. One shot, one kill. Nice. Right, so it's currently 2 minutes past 10 in the evening. So it's probably, it's around about time that I wrap the stream up, I'm afraid. It's been a couple of hours and I want to go and check the fishing gear and make sure it's all ready to go. And yeah, so thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you sincerely. I'll sort of leave the colony here for a minute. Yeah, we're doing okay. So it's the winter of the 3rd year. We've sort of gathered we gathered ourselves. We moved here to Caloma's Creek. So we started off dropping the supplies here. We moved down here, made a very basic, shitty wooden base where we got malaria and 2 of us died. So that would be Sodium and Caloma himself. But yeah, we've managed to get a basic base going, expanded it a little bit. It's not the best position, frankly. We're way too close to the south. when it comes to southern attacks, and obviously our defenses are kind of meek. But yeah, we're not doing too badly. So we need to continue expanding the base, make sure that we have a reliable source of food, and just keep building more defenses. Yeah, more dedicated weapon systems, that sort of thing. Thank you, Grey Hunted. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. So, thank you for watching, folks. So I'm going to head off. Quick thing for those who are just turning up. The latest bullshittery, I haven't started it yet. Presumably, I'll be starting it tomorrow. But I've been sort of going through the footage and have just trying to work out what I've got available and what I can actually turn into a compilation of highlights. So yeah, I'm just doing data management, is what I'm saying. And I'll let you know as soon as I've figured out what it's going to be. I'll let the patrons and the Twitch subs know first. So I'll speak to you guys soon. I'll send you a message concerning what I'm doing. Hopefully get your blessing and yeah, get your thoughts and that sort of thing. So right, so have a good one. All the best. Let me just have a quick look and see who's streaming. Right, so Quebec. So ZF Quebec is playing LA Noire, and ZF Zeiss is playing Borderlands 3. Of the people I'm following who aren't in the clan, Dinkelbean is playing RimWorld. Okay, I will hand you over to Dinkelbean. So for those who are not familiar with Dinkelbean, he is a gentleman that I play Holdfast Nations at War with, having bumped into him in the public games that are run every Thursday. So Holdfast being that musket and bayonet game, set in the 18th century. And yeah, I'll hand you over to him then. So see how his base is, see how he's doing, and yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. So all the best. Have a lovely week if I don't see you again, and sleep well, folks. This is Dinkelbean.